Hello everyone, and let's talk about the value of generative AI champions. I'm not talking about your CEO or your IT director. I'm talking about frontline staff who become advocates of generative AI. Early adopters who act as multipliers of the potential of generative AI. They can build trust better than top-down guidelines from your CEO or your IT director, and they can provide peer-to-peer mentoring, which is really the best method of learning from what I've seen in a number of episodes where I helped companies adopt generative AI. Peer-to-peer mentoring is key. So to empower your champions, you need to select them, select enthusiastic champions respected by their peers, ensure that they come from multiple departments in your organization, and invest in comprehensive training for your champions. The best method of training is to help them build early generative AI pilots, early generative AI tools that they can then advocate for using across your organization. Teach them how to communicate and advocate effectively, and provide ongoing access to them to resources and experts in generative AI. Foster a culture of learning from your peers, peer-to-peer learning and mentoring. Have your champions do peer-to-peer mentoring individually, have them do peer mentoring through group workshops and demo sessions, encourage informal lunch and learn meetings, promote sharing of personal success stories, and highlight those practical use cases that your champions help develop. Publicly recognize and celebrate champion efforts and reward them for their work. I'll tell you about a retailer who had some hesitation among their workforce in generative AI adoption. So to address that, we identified and trained 15 early adopter champions, including by building a set of prompts and tools using generative AI that they can then promote and advocate within the organization. These champions promoted and advocated for these tools. They also led peer workshops and they did one-to-one mentoring. The result was 70% employee adoption rate in 6 months, with 25% better inventory accuracy, cutting customer service resolution times by over 30%. So here's the bigger picture. To build an innovative culture with your champions, you need to be strategic, not simply tactical. This is a strategic approach, a grassroots-led approach, a human-centric one. You as a leader must actively support and empower your champion, building a workforce that embraces change through peer-to-peer networks. It can really future-proof you as generative AI becomes more and more important in organizations, and it really shows the importance of a human-centric approach to generative AI. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Wise Decision Makers Show. Please make sure to subscribe wherever you checked out the show and leave a review. It helps other people discover the show and helps us improve the show. And if you have any questions, email me at Gleb, Gleb, at disasteravoidanceexperts.com.